Today working on my 2008 SS Trailblazer. It's got a RPM level 6 trans, GM Performance crate motor, the LS3 480. It's got a 3200 stall. What prompted all this is I'm switching over to a Tru-Cool 40 trans cooler and improve racing thermostat. Got some fittings and stuff. Started doing a little bit before I started videoing, so catch you guys up. I've already mounted the trans cooler. Can't really see, but anyways, probably gonna pop the bumper off here before I'm finished, and I'll show you all that. It's got some pacer setter headers. It's got a lowering kit on it. I'm gonna do the AC condenser here. Got new orifice tube. A couple of them, just in case. Can't have too many of those, they're cheap. So, let's get into this. Alright, line time. I'm making some soft jaws on the vise here out of just some paint stirring sticks and some zip ties. So when I clamp down on the fitting, it don't scratch it. I ain't bought the tool yet, so this will work for now. If I end up doing a lot more AN lines, I'll buy the tool, but so far this is the first time I've ever done it. I did get the little tool that helps you insert the hose into the fitting. Alright, don't cringe too much. I didn't get the wrench, okay? I'm just using this wrench. I wiped the dirt off of it and it's working, so give me a break. Would you look at that? It worked. Alright, we got a complete line made. So this is a thermostat that bypasses transmission fluid from the cooler back to the transmission until the fluid starts to get hot enough to activate the thermostat, and then the fluid starts to flow through the cooler. That way it gets up to operating temperature quicker, and you don't have to deal with the hard shifting of cold transmission fluid. What I love about Trailblazer, it's got a frame. I got this ABC machine so that I don't have to buy new refrigerant. I can just use the refrigerant I pulled out of the system and put it back in. And something else really cool on a Trailblazer. Look at this little it's like made for a jack stand. So the shinier fitting is from PCM, North Carolina. I just ordered the fitting separately. The other older ones from their trans cooler they have that work really good with my stock transmission, but with my stall converter, it just can't keep up. My cool tool. I'm peeling the electrical tape off here from where I cut the line. It helps keep the end from fraying. All the way. I don't know if y'all can see, but you'll be able to see the rubber touching the end of the threads there. This is only my second alien line I've ever made, but my thought is I'm gonna try and push that hose out when I screw that in. So I'm just gonna do a little dot right there. Don't want too much, I don't think. I ain't no expert. This is just how I do it. Maybe I'll look up how to do these after I've messed them all up. So I'm gonna try and hold the hose in. Oh, yeah, it's pushing out a little bit. Whale hip. So this is the feed line from the transmission. This will be your hot fluid coming out, going into the thermostat. The other top line is the return line back to the pan. And I'm feeding it down in there now because that's where the original metal hard lines are, down there in the bottom. So I'm going to feed it down there and connect it up. I'm not happy with myself for this one, but I guess shit happens. It barely scratched it, but nonetheless, I'm still angry with myself. We're going to change up the way this bolt right here goes through the fins of the cooler. That's the way the trans cooler is mounted up right now. We're going to get some brackets that go off to the side and mount somewhere off to the side. I'm not completely done with this, but I took one of them. That's the AC condenser bolt. I bent a zigzag in it. As you can see, that's just a zip tie and a zip tie. Just to hold it in place for now, because we're about to replace the condenser. But the bottom of this trans cooler, we gotta do something different with it. I don't like it bolted to that. These are some brackets that came with the Tru-Cool 40 cooler. And this is going to support the bottom of it instead of it being bolted through the power steering cooler. Use these brackets to support it. We're going to end up drilling through the power steering cooler bracket, but at least it's not just bolted through the fins now. So this is some old footage that I decided to put together and make a video out of. It's missing stuff where I didn't film, maybe phone battery died different times or something like that. So there's a bunch of stuff missing, but you kind of get the gist of things. So far, been very happy with the transmission cooler. It's been running about 170 degrees, and really it's hard to get it above that. Warms up quickly. I'm very happy with my setup. The improved racing thermostat is actually really cool how that works and how quickly the fluid will warm up. I drove it to the shop without the thermostat in it and just had lines ran directly to the cooler, and the needle never even moved on the way to the shop. It never even got hot enough to make the needle move on the temperature gauge. This will wrap it up for this video. Please like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment. Thank you for watching Florida Man Academy. Have a nice day.